2008 Honda CRV. Complaint is the car, when he puts the key in, there's nothing there. He could turn the key, nothing works. All right, pretty much there's no ignition, there's no power in the ignition. So we're gonna be replacing the ignition switch. All right, so the ignition switch is about that big. It's located behind the steering wheel. So let me walk over, I'll show you guys exactly where we at. So you see this key, this is where you put the key. On the opposite end over here, there's like a little cylinder. When you turn the key, that cylinder just makes a connection. It's like 3 points. It has a harness connected to it. So to get to it, what we're gonna do is right down here under the steering wheel, right under the steering wheel. All right, the lighting is gonna be terrible down here, but it's all good. You have 1 screw, 2 screw, 3 screws. All right, so you have 3 screws there, and then you might have 1 or 2 more, but let me check that out. We're gonna remove those 3 screws. Yeah, that's about it. All right, guys. And all right, so let me remove those 3 screws, and hopefully they're all Allen. You know, they're not Allen, they're Phillips head screws. All right, so let me go get a screwdriver. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove, let me see if I can angle my light better. I'm gonna remove this little guy right here. That's 1. Just pay attention to the screws, they're not different type of threads. All right, so this is 2. See, this is different than the first one. Look at that. All right, they're different. All right, so the one I took it from back here, it looks something like that. The other one is like a regular screw. All right, and there's one in here. All right, so this is coming off, and we're gonna get this little guy out. There we have it. And once you have it, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this little guy, put him down. Now what we need to do is somehow, some way, we had to break the grip of this little box here, right? Just like a sandwich. All right, so let me try to get that open, and then we'll continue. All right, so here is, I'm trying to break this box open, so I'll use a flathead. You see that? Flathead screwdriver. Do that on both sides, guys, and it should open up. All right, just don't damage it, don't damage anything, and take it easy. You might see me do something different because my hands are tied up. All right, I got one camera and a light in my hand. All right, so there it is, it comes out. It's just a lot of retainers on this. All right, there you go, those little retainers, you gotta pop those clips off. All right, and then you should be able to get this bottom piece to go down. All right, and there you go, guys. So we have this little guy out, and you see this little black box right here, it has a connector over here. So what I'm gonna do is, see the cylinder, so this is the little black box we're looking at. It got like a screws in there, so I have to wait for the new piece. So all you're gonna do is this connector back here, you're gonna squeeze this, and you're gonna pull out this connector. Right, it's only 1 connector, right? It probably got like 4 wires, 5 wires, 1 2 3 4 5 wires. All right, let me wait for the new piece. I want to look at it before I remove it, and then all we need to do is take off this screw here, and this might be another screw back there somewhere. I'm not sure, that's why I want to wait for the new piece. All right, so let's just wait. All right, got the new ignition switch. All right, and it has a screw right down here, right, that hole right there, that hole right there, and then it has a screw right here. So pretty much, if you look at it this way, you have a screw right here. All right, and then you have a screw down here right next to this yellow connector. So be careful, do not touch or remove that air. That's a yellow connector, is always airbag. All right, guys, so I'm gonna slowly, gently, somehow, some way, I am gonna make sure your key is out. And what I'm gonna do is right down here, I'm gonna fish out the screw that's right here. You can get it just like that. It's gonna be a little tough, but we're gonna get it, guys. It's coming. It's just the angle is all off, but there's nothing we could do there, guys. And I have my screw out. It's gonna fall. Let me see if I can grab it. All right, it's still in there. It's gonna fall, but I got it right here. All right, so this is the screw, what it look like. It's like a funny looking screw. Make sure you put that somewhere safe right there. All right, and then we have another one right here. Alright guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get another set of tools, because this thing is just, there's no angles to this little guy, right? This little tool right here, what you do is you put this in. This is made by Craftsman. Nothing expensive, guys, alright? See how that gets in there? And you can see the ignition switch is loose already, it's moving around, right? Let's see if I can get this little guy out of there. Alright, the screw probably look the same thing. Let's see if it's bigger or shorter. Same exact thing. Alright, two screws that look the same. Alright, and the ignition switch comes right out. Alright, pay attention to that little hole right there. So I'll keep it right here. Make sure your new one is in the same angle, alright? Other than that, your car will be in a different position. You might not be able to get it in there, so you have to play around with it. Because if you look in there, you have that little guy right there, right? The little guy right in there. So it's not allow it for you to put this in, all right? So I'll take my new ignition switch. All right. See, it's not allowing me to go in there, but it's a little bit off. You could twist it around a little bit. All right, guys. Put this in. Try to catch the threads. Over time, guys, these ignition switches go because there's a carbon buildup on the connectors of these the contacts. So that's what causes it sometimes not to make connection in there, right? I've done a lot of these. All right, so there's one, and let me get my other screw. The other screw goes down below. All right, guys, let me finish out this job. So everything after that, just reverse the procedure. Make sure you don't miss anything, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. All right, guys, so just reverse the procedure. And it's hard to see, that's why I don't want to continue making this video. But if you need help, if you have any questions, just send me a message, all right, and I will get back to you. So let me see if I can get this screw in before I end the video. Just don't disconnect that yellow connector there, all right, because that's airbag, all right, and you don't want to mess around with that. All right, I got that in, and I should be able to get this little guy with my regular screwdriver. Alright guys, there I have it. It's nice and tight, alright? And after that, just take your connector here. You're gonna stick this in, do not forget, alright? And that's it, guys, we're done. We just replaced the ignition switch on a 2008 Honda CRV. If you guys have any questions, if you want to know anything, just shoot me a message, alright? And I will be getting back to you very soon, within 1 day or less, alright? So put everything back together and you're all set, ready to go. Here's my job is completed. All right, by disconnecting this connector, you should not have any issues with anything. This customer did play around with his battery, so he did have a radio code. It has nothing to do with us. But now the car should crank right up. All right, there you go, and shut it off. Everything should be off. All right, and that's it, guys. Thank you. Subscribe. Bye bye, and I'll see you on the next one.